honestly put a label in this day and age.
Wow. Run it.
It's a little tight. Making a makeshift motorcycle stand. Hold this thing up so it doesn't fall. It's a wide seat though.
Alright, do that again. Do that again.
It's a wide seat.
Do that one more time.
Wide seat.
Okay. Alright, we get the point. I am Bree. And yeah, we're doing a lot of shit to the bike today. Chain, sprockets, don't have the clutch yet, but we, Alex actually found a fantastic way to raise the lower tire off the ground. So this specialty tool bypasses the need for a grinder.
Back off a little bit.
That loosen this.
And then go a little bit forward again. The pin fall out the back.
Why is this so weird?
Oh wow, we gotta tighten that. Yeah, pins out.
Pins out without a grinder.
Yeah. I can just pick it up and hold it.
You smell the bike?
What's it smell like?
Chemicals.
Yeah.
This is the old chain, covered in rust and many memories.
No, that's good. That's good. That's good. Work to these.
Perfect. On to the next thing. Now. Do not put your hardware on the floor. I mean, they sell magnetic trays for this purpose. Anything like gets all up in your threads, number one. Number two, if you're Alex, you'll lose. So in order to not damage the threads, like I always used to do, you just want to screw that nut back onto the thread. Use some leverage while you tap it. And then
Watch the wheel. Yeah.
ow! Get your caliper out of the way. Just like lean it on near the exhaust. And then just now you have this. With this, you have a whole new workspace. 17mm impact wrench. As you raise the sprocket off the tire, compare it to the new one. It's like Christmas. Look at the difference. None of that was necessary. All that's necessary is that make sure that they have the same amount of teeth, the same shape. If they line up exactly, put it on your bike. One thing to note is that if you get frustrated throughout this process, you should. And it just makes you more intellectual. Let's fuck people's minds, shall we? We just did the sprocket, and now we're gonna do the sprocket. You guessed it, the sprocket. Except this sprocket is the front sprocket. It's the sprocket. First, we have to get everything out of the way that's impeding our accessibility to that said sprocket. Some amazing things about tires that make great seats. One reason that was kind of head ass is that this tire has a sprocket on it, which means sprocket pegs can go up your ass.
Yeah, maybe we actually should torque the sprocket after, just because it's our chair.
Right. So if you're watching this video, put the sprocket on after the sprocket.
After, yeah. Oh, that was good. That was good.
The way I like to think of things is that, like, if there's something in the way, get it out. So, like, you disconnect the shifter linkage, what's right behind it. Something else in your way, get it out. Oh, that is finger muscularity. Wow! Have you ever seen such a beautiful Oh my god. That's how I feel right now. Because we just discovered that there is a increasingly dangerous gas leak. And I smelled it when we initially put the bike up on the lift. Didn't think much of it. I was like, Alex, what's that smell? And it's really, really bad. I'm kind of trying not to visualize riding and just combusting into a million pieces. So after we get this installed, we're just gonna pull this off and see which fuel line has failed, or if that's what the case is. I got that on video. Master link. Here we got some lube. We're gonna lube the master link and then put an O-ring on it. Keep your mind out of it though. So then you take one of your O-rings, drop it down on there, and then take another one of your O-rings. Just drop it down on there. Now you got your O-rings. Oh, you see that? You see how that like sandwiches like Oh, that's a great technique I just used. Oh! On the way to a motorsports center to pick up a fuel pump gasket. So what ended up happening was when we took off the gas tank, we found gas leaking everywhere. It was indeed the fuel pump gasket. When we took off the fuel pump gasket, it was eaten away. So, thank God that it's a cheap repair, you know what I'm saying? So I'm about to get the part. It's gonna be a really long drive. We have acquired a new gasket.
It's peeled back all the paint on the tank. We need to be very careful that we get all this old paint off so that we get a nice sealing surface. But also, we don't want to drop any paint into the gas cylinder. So say that there's a crack in the top of this fuel pump housing, we really need to have the surface clean. Also say that our gasket doesn't seal. We really need to have this clean as well. We can see if it's the gasket or we can see if it's the fuel pump. I think this is the way our new gasket fits on there. Pouring more fuel everywhere. And now we just have to line it up and make sure it's not gonna pinch. Double check, make sure it's not pinched. Oh yeah.
And action.
All right, time to give this thing a test. Make sure it all works.
So, what's your diagnosis?
6.
6? Awesome.
Yeah, we just gotta replace the clutch on this. Coming soon, we gotta do a clutch on this. As soon as the clutch arrives.
Motorcycle is officially fixed.